Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Loud and Louder with Joey G on this pre-evening. Well, it's a little before 7 o'clock. Shout out to the Click, Mikey Noor, my cousin, Stacy Click Chick, and Wet T-shirt contest, ladies and gentlemen. The date, January, I think my investors did it. I don't know. It's January 14th. It's on a Friday night. Not a Saturday. It's a Friday night. And, in Philadelphia, it's where I live, right by St. Hubert's, the Yacht Club, and like I said, $500, and you get 2 tickets to the Royal Rumble at the Wachovia Center. So be there and support the Joey G Show so I can go live and I get investors and I'm on here, and then I'll be getting all them views. You know what I mean? But like I said, I don't want to stay on here, and you know my portfolio. But let me go right into wrestling, some wrestling rumors. I got some NFL picks for tomorrow, some best bet picks. But let me get right into some great wrestling. And I'm still waiting for a reply from somebody. I don't watch your show, so leave me a comment. You watch my show, or at least leave me a comment. You don't have to watch me. I don't beg nobody to watch me. But leave me a comment. But what's going on with the WWE? And you know what? It's like this year, I thought last year was fucked up. Like, what's going on? Like, I keep trying to think of, like, things that they're going to do. I mean, because the rumors I hear are just crazy, like with WrestleMania. Coming up. I will say this tomorrow night at TLC. It's going to be tough for me because the Eagles are playing the Cowboys, and this basically is this. I think if the Eagles lose tomorrow, and I know I'm wearing a Saints jersey. It's a Deuce McAllister jersey. I like Deuce McAllister because he played for Mississippi State. You know what I mean? Because I like college football, so you know what I mean. I just like this jersey, and I'm not a Saints fan or none. So yeah. But speaking of WrestleMania, that's where it was last year in the Superdome, which was a good spot. The Superdome was a good WrestleMania. It wasn't a great WrestleMania, but it was a good, should have had it WrestleMania 29 or 28 there. But anyway, like, who's going to win the Royal Rumble? Like, I'm really thinking, like, I see they're pushing Ryback, but Vince McMahon's not dumb. Triple H is not dumb. Stephanie's not dumb. The board of directors, John Laurinaitis is a douchebag, but he's not dumb. You know what I mean? Michael Hayes ain't dumb. Billy Kidman ain't dumb. Joey Mercury, Jamie Noble, they're all on the board of directors. They all got something to say. They all can put their input. Kane, you don't think Cena, you don't think like Vince listens to them. CM Punk ain't there anymore. Chris Jericho, you know what I mean? Vince listens to them. Like Vince started that with the Click, you know what I mean? But it's like, well, what are you going to do? You're going to have Seth Rollins with the Money in the Bank briefcase, and then you're going to have the Money in the Bank briefcase match at WrestleMania. Rumored. Now, I don't know if that's true. That's just rumored. Because they're getting rid of the gimmick pay-per-views. And I heard this last year that they're having WWE Bash at the Beach in July. And they said this year it's for sure. I still don't know what February's pay-per-view is called after the Royal Rumble. If it's the Elimination Chamber or No Way Out. I heard it was No Way Out because what are you going to have an Elimination Chamber for? For what? Unless, but I don't think it's going to be, I think it's going to be No Way Out. But winning the Royal Rumble? Like, who's your pick? Leave me a comment, because I don't know. Like, Roman Reigns looks like they did have him picked. Oh, yeah, they did have him picked. I can go, I don't know that for sure, but I can say, like, what did he do to win Superstar of the Year? That was just a joke. That wasn't us voting. That was Vince McMahon. That was Vince McMahon. That's what it was. It was Vince. It wasn't even Triple H. That was Vince McMahon saying who he wants to be. And I think even Vince knows that Roman Reigns, and let me hear this, Roman Reigns is not ready to win the Royal Rumble and then go on and beat Brock Lesnar and become the WWE World Champion and be the face of the WWE. He's not ready. That's worse than at least they were trying to do that with The Miz, but they knew that, I wanted that to work, because I still like The Miz. Even though, and I like Damian Sandow too. He's going to be a future star. But personally, I think I can maybe see Ryback or Randy Orton win the Royal Rumble, or both falling out at the same time, and Seth Rollins maybe cashes in, and then it's not a 4-way or 3-way, like it's something like WrestleMania 10 where, say Orton and Ryback fall out at the same time. And, I think personally tomorrow night at TLC, Cena's going to lose. They're not going to have Cena bury Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins, if you saw my show last night, and you saw SmackDown, is the future of the company. And he looks like he's going to go face soon. How many guys have backstabbed people? Look at the awful things Triple H has done. I mean, Shawn Michaels. I mean, when he put Marty Jannetty through the barbershop window. I mean, what he did with Davey Boy Smith at One Night Out when he first did the DX, and he sold it the whole Hart family. And one night when they first became DX, they were calling the Triple Threat. I mean, Seth Rollins was one of the more violent, more turn-ons when he turned on the Shield. But I mean, he does remind me of CM Punk, and I see a million things on the internet on YouTube. Seth Rollins, the next CM Punk. And I don't know. There's only one CM Punk. We all know that. There's only one angry Phil Brooks. But you know that, right, Mikey? Mikey Knorr. But I think Ryback, and this is my thing. I think Ryback or Orton win the Royal Rumble, unless The Rock or Undertaker's in it. If The Rock or Undertaker's in it, they're winning. They both are not going to be in it. If The Rock or Undertaker's in it, they're winning it. If you hear The Rock's music or you hear The Undertaker's music, they're winning it. Kurt Angle, as we know, is bullshit. He's back in TNA. Same thing with the Hardys. Them TNA tapings are taped. The Dudleys, Bully Ray does want to come to WWE. And last time I heard, rumor-wise, that it was almost confirmed that he was coming to WWE to have a feud with John Cena because he's a bully. And he was going to do the Bully Ray thing, but do the heel Bully Ray gimmick in WWE, which I think would be fan-fucking-tastic. You know what I mean? Because Bully Ray can cut kill-ass promos. You know what I mean? He can. And it's about time, because Bully Ray is a good wrestler. He might be a dickhead behind the scenes, but hey, ain't we all dickheads? We're all dickheads. Every single one of us. There's all part of us that's a dickhead. For real. Real rap. Alright? And Batista's coming back. And that brings the question, who's Brock Lesnar going to fight at the Royal Rumble? It's not going to be Seth Rollins. I do think Seth Rollins will cash in at the Royal Rumble. I did say WrestleMania. I think the Royal Rumble he's going to cash in. I think maybe Brock Lesnar fights Batista because Batista is coming back. I mean, his vignettes. I think he's just going to pop up. He's not going to. They're not going to, like last year at this time. They were bringing the vignettes like when he's coming back. This is around the time he returned. Like right at the TLC he returned, and he won the Royal Rumble and he got booed out of Pittsburgh. And if he did it again, he'd probably get booed out. I don't know. Philly fans are weird. Batista, we might cheer. I'd be happy. I'd be cheering. I like Batista. Batista's one of my favorite wrestlers. So, you know what I mean? I'd be like, yeah, Dave. I'd be getting everybody mad. I get everybody mad around me because I boo all the faces. And all the kids get mad at me. They give me mean looks. Like, you meanie. And all the hot chicks just look and I smile at them, give them the wink. If I'm dipping, I'll just be like, what's up? What's up, baby? Go up, kick it to them. Joey G style. Joey Crack. Once you go Joey Crack, you never go back. But, it's just weird. I don't know what's going to happen. Like, I really don't. Like, right now, I'm picking, I just don't think Roman Reigns is going to win the Royal Rumble, but he might. So, I would say Roman Reigns, Ryback, or Randy Orton to win the Royal Rumble. I would love it if CM Punk returned, like I said. Oh, man, I would love that more than The Rock or The Undertaker. I would. If CM Punk returned and won it, and this was all big cahoots, this was reported, but I doubt it is. I don't think CM Punk's in UFC. CM Punk was quoted saying in UFC, finally, I can really kick ass. He said, you know how many times I've been in the ring with guys in WWE and I really couldn't punch them in the face and kick their ass? He's like, and I couldn't. He's like, but now I can, and I will. And I'll kick everybody in UFC's ass and MMA. That's what CM Punk, and his name is Phil CM Punk Brooks. That's his UFC MMA name. Shout out to CM Punk. Straight edge. I'm not for life. That's my straight edge superstar for life. But, I got a feeling The Rock might be in the Royal Rumble because Ryback, Randy Orton, Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns wins the Royal Rumble. I'm telling you. Philly, Joey G will be there. Roman Reigns, we should put the signs in. I'm going to call it. If Roman Reigns wins wins Rumble, we riot. Everybody, let's put them signs out because I know Philadelphia. We do not want Roman Reigns winning the Royal Rumble. I could deal with Ryback. Randy Orton, definitely. I'll go crazy. I don't know about the fans in Philly. They might boo Randy Orton. I think they would cheer Ryback. Roman Reigns, I think, will get booed just like Batista got booed. If Roman Reigns wins, I think that's a bad choice if they're picking Roman Reigns to win that Royal Rumble. Ryback, I think it'll be half and half. He'll get cheered. I think some boos will be mixed in there, but he'll get cheered. Randy Orton, like I said, I think as a face he'll be getting cheers. The crazy Randy Orton, yeah, coming back, I think he'll get cheered, yeah. I mean, there'll probably be a couple boos in there. I mean, only, the place would go crazy if The Rock came back and won the Royal Rumble. Or if The Undertaker, I think they would go the loudest if The Undertaker came back. Or CM Punk. You know what I mean? I think they would be louder for The Undertaker or Punk than The Rock. I mean, I love The Rock, and he's the man, and, if you smell what The Rock is cooking. But I think Punk or Taker would get a better pop. But it's a lot of things going on in WWE, so stay tuned, and I'll be doing excerpts in a show tomorrow, TLC, and I'll be doing my TLC predictions tomorrow also during the day. But football games tomorrow all over. Dallas at Eagles, big game, but I say Eagles win, no doubt. We go to first place, would be 10-4. Dallas will fall to 9-5. Other big games on the day. Miami at New England. I got New England winning that. Upset of the day, I got Minnesota going into Detroit, into Ford Field, and beating the Lions. That's another upset. I got the Colts winning at home against the Texans. I got Cincinnati losing. I think Cincinnati's falling apart. They're going to lose. Cleveland, I got Cleveland Browns winning that game. Jets at Tennessee, don't really care. I'm in New York. I kind of like New York. It's right up the street, so I'm going with the Jets in that one. Washington at the Giants. I'm a Giants fan. That is one of my squads, but I think the Redskins are going to upset and win that game tomorrow. What other games is there? I'm trying to think of some more games. Oh, yeah, Jacksonville or Baltimore at Jacksonville. I think that's where it says. Baltimore at Jacksonville. And Jacksonville at Baltimore. I like Baltimore, no doubt about that. Pittsburgh at Atlanta. Pittsburgh, like I said, I think Pittsburgh's going to the Super Bowl. Big Ben is having a Hall of Fame, season. I mean, I think it's going to be a rematch of Super Bowl 45, the Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I did think New England, but I just think Big Ben's playing good. I mean, even they're 11-5, but 10-6, 9-7 in the AFC. 9-7, 10-6 will get you in the playoffs, and I think the Steelers would be 10-6 or they'll win out, and I think they're going to win the Super Bowl. The Steelers, and I think it's going to be the Steelers and Green Bay in the Super Bowl. Big Ben against Aaron Rodgers, and Big Ben will win this time. Rematch, Super Bowl 49, rematch of Super Bowl 45, Packers and Steelers. Speaking of the Packers, I got the Packers winning tomorrow at Buffalo, and I think I just about covered every game. I got Carolina beating Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay will go to Carolina. I got Carolina winning. San Diego at home, I got them beating Denver. Oh, yeah, definitely. And I got Seattle giving the 49ers a knockout punch because they'll go to 7 losses. And that's about it. The Monday night game, the Saints at Chicago. Chicago just sucks this year, and I got the Saints winning. And the Eagles play Saturday next week against the Hog Girl, the Pigskins. And we'll win that, too. So, good luck with the Eagles. But wrestling, a lot going on. I just, I can't say it. I'm about to say just let John Cena win the Royal Rumble. There was a rumor going around that Roman Reigns was going to win the Royal Rumble. And then John Cena was going to win the belt. But I'd rather see it Cena and Ryback one-on-one. I mean, even though we did see it a year and a half ago, but in a main event scene, WrestleMania, Ryback getting the torch passed on by Cena. But will it be that? I mean, I heard it's going to be something like WrestleMania 10, and Cena's not even going to have nothing to do with it. I heard Cena might be fighting Sting at WrestleMania. I heard he might be fighting Batista. I heard he might be fighting Rusev. I don't know who he's fighting. I don't know who Cena's fighting. You know what I mean? I don't know who. I heard he might have a match with Dolph Ziggler, Luke Harper. I mean, I don't know who Cena's fighting, but it's not a main event match. I know that. Unless he wins the title at the Royal Rumble, which they said they kept the title on Brock this long. Why take it off Brock now? Why take the fucking title off Brock now? But this is Joey G. Subscribe. Genius, baby. The creative genius. Not a jealous bone in this body. And if you think that, unsubscribe and don't watch me and suck it. For real. Because I'm the best thing going and the realest thing on this internet. TLC tomorrow. Give you all my predictions. But one prediction's right now. John Cena is going through a table and losing that number 1 contendership. I guarantee. There's that word again. Every time I guarantee, it happens. This is Joey G, and Joey G is out, and all you hot girls, get ready to shake your things at that wet t-shirt contest. I want to see you all there. Joey G will be there. Be a part of the Joey G revolution and subscribe to Joey G. This is Joey G. My name is anonymous with everybody. I'm out. Peace. Later, dicks.